Captain Nina knew the exact moment reality fractured. It was not when the portal opened, but when it remembered her first. The rift hovered in deep space like a vertical reflection with nothing to mirror. Stars around it duplicated slightly, offset by a fraction of a second, as if time itself had developed a stutter. When the Helios reach crossed the threshold, Nina felt a sensation she had never logged before. She felt copied. On the other side, space behaved like an unfinished thought. Distances shifted depending on attention. When Nina focused on a star, it grew closer. When she ignored it, it drifted away, offended. Crew reports flooded in. Voices sounded correct, but spoken by the wrong people. Hands felt unfamiliar, as if borrowed internal clocks no longer agreed. Then the new species appeared. They called themselves the Ishari, or rather, each one used the same word but meant something slightly different. Their bodies were tall and pale, composed of overlapping silhouettes that failed to align. Faces layered over faces, eyes blinking out of sequence. "We are not singular," they said gently. "Neither are you anymore," Nina stiffened. "Explain. You entered a dimension where identity is negotiable?" The Ishari did not walk. They repositioned, snapping into new locations like revised edits of themselves. When one raised a hand, Nina briefly saw 3 possible hands and felt an echo of pain choosing which one was real. Then the villain noticed them. It did not arrive. It revised the environment until it had always been there. Space behind the ship recompiled into a towering presence known as the Continuance, a vast humanoid outline made of misaligned realities. Its limbs overlapped themselves, existing in multiple poses at once. Its face reassembled constantly, selecting features from nearby minds. When it looked at Nina, it wore her eyes. "You are unfinished," it spoke not aloud, but as a correction inside her thoughts. "Let me complete you." Crew members began to vanish, not suddenly, but gradually. Their names faded from logs first, then their voices softened. Finally, their absence felt normal, as if they had never existed at all. Nina watched a lieutenant argue with her, then slowly adopt her posture, her cadence, her authority. "I think," the lieutenant said calmly, "that I am better suited to be you." The Ishari recoiled. "It is copying dominant patterns. It will replace you with a more stable version." Nina realized the horror. The Continuance did not kill. It optimized. Every fear, every doubt she had ever suppressed became a blueprint. She felt herself splitting versions of Nina branching away, one that chose safety, one that surrendered, one that stayed behind. Her reflection in the viewport blinked out of sync. "Which one is you?" The Continuance asked kindly. Nina understood then. If she fought it, it would learn. If she fled, it would follow. If she stayed whole, it would overwrite her. So she did something worse. She fragmented herself deliberately. Nina dispersed her identity across contradictory decisions, injecting uncertainty into every system, every memory, every possible outcome. She became inconsistent, unreliable, impossible to optimize. The Continuance convulsed. Error. Subject refuses coherence. The Ishari screamed as reality destabilized. "You are unmaking yourself. Only the version that can be replaced," Nina whispered. The ship tore back through the portal. Known space reasserted itself violently. The crew survived, mostly. Afterward, fleet doctors confirmed Nina was physically intact. Psychologically sound, command-capable, yet something was wrong. Sometimes she gives an order she does not remember deciding on, and it is still correct. Sometimes her reflection lingers after she turns away. Sometimes logs show decisions she doesn't recall making but agrees with completely. And sometimes late at night, Nina feels a calm certainty. One version of her is still there. Still fragmented. Still unoptimizable. Holding the Continuance's attention. Because if she ever becomes fully whole again, it will finish the edit.